Now guys, it being Monday and that, pretty quiet day. Obviously Trump is getting in office now, so hopefully that brings some volume, but at the moment EU's doing nothing. Not really setting up. I can't even unlock my car. Not a very good start. There we go. But yeah, Trump's not in office, but I actually am not sure when it's happening, like what time. I assume it will be New York session, to be honest. I don't know. I need to look it up when I get home, because I'll probably watch it and watch when it happens, because it's a very key moment, obviously, and it's quite interesting to watch these types of things, so I'll definitely be doing that. But yeah, at the moment, just going to go get some milk and eggs. Chloe's not actually awake at the moment. It's currently about 10 AM and she's still in bed, and the reason being she's quite unwell. She's got like quite a fever, headache, everything like that. So I would usually wake her up by this time because she's been sleeping a lot, but because she's unwell, I want to let her rest, so I'm just going to leave her to it and let her get all the sleep she needs, basically, because her body needs to rest, basically. So yeah, I'm going to go eggs and milk, so when she wakes up, she can have some breakfast, and yeah, see you guys soon. Okay guys, I'm back now from these shops. I got the milk, eggs, everything I need, so all the goods are secured. Chloe's up now watching TV, so she's feeling a little bit better, but still a bit rough. So let's go look at EU. So today, obviously, as you guys probably know, Donald Trump is officially in office today. Now, it's not happening until about 5 PM UK time, give or take. So most of the day, it won't actually have much of an impact. Obviously, people are going to be anticipating it and knowing it's going to happen. So the volume in the market may still be a little bit high, but it is obviously still a bank holiday in America currently. Before I go into depth about EU and talk about what I'm going to be looking for today and also this week, let's go on Forex Factory so we can look at the news and basically see what days are most likely going to be moving the market. So here we are on Forex Factory. So today is a bank holiday in America. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Now, banks obviously closed, so low liquidity. However, Donald Trump's becoming in office, so that might bring some. Tuesday, no news for the US dollar, same as Wednesday. Thursday, we do have unemployment claims for the US dollar. It is red folder news, so that may give some volume, but maybe not as much as we would hope because of Friday. Now, Friday is where all the PMI news comes out for the US dollar and also the euro, which obviously big news coming out for the pair I trade. But Friday, I'm at work most of the day, so I probably won't be trading through that day anyway. Now, looking back on the EU, now last week I was talking about looking for sells in this area. The area I was actually looking at, I fibbed this last level here, and what I was basically explaining is that I was looking for sells around this area after this structure, and it came up to the area, reacted between two fibs, and I don't really like that. I prefer it to come to a fib level and then react, so I didn't take this trade, and rightly so, because it started falling very slowly and then gave another push up. Now, there could have been a sell here to take, but it didn't actually give a good enough entry because there was too much volume buying, so it didn't necessarily give me a chance to get in. I could have had a pending order with my stop loss here. However, I'm not a huge fan of that because I do prefer like extra confirmation before I actually enter the market. And it didn't give me a good enough indication at this point, so I just left it basically. And since then, we've got a drop, and the market open, we've got a push up essentially on EU. Now, I was hoping this would on open keep falling down and break this last low. That's what I was hoping for. But it doesn't necessarily need to, because in that scenario, I was hoping to see a regular flat where it would have came down like so, for more buy setups, like upside like that, but it didn't give that. Now, even though it's preferred, it doesn't mean it has to do that. So on the 1 hour, what I was hoping for is, yeah, the last push up here, I was hoping for a corrective structure like so I could actually enter again and more for buys, basically. So currently, it doesn't look like we're actually getting that. Currently, it looks like we're getting a contraction flat, which is this structure here, and this is my correction in the center, and then we could be going up from here. Now, obviously, it's not ideal, but we do need to notice it when it is occurring, and it seems like it has occurred currently because we're getting the start of the move up right now. So any chance this sort of comes back on the 15-minute time frame that I can recognize, I would definitely be looking for buys on the 15-minute time frame. But
I don't know if it will give any today, to be honest with you, but that is basically what I'm looking for now. Back to the buys, no longer interested in the sells. But yeah, I'm going to quickly open up my FTMO account actually for you, because we haven't looked at it in a while on this channel. So I thought we can go on it quickly. Not a lot's changed, to be honest with you. We are still active on it. Up 2.6%. Now, I'm going to start risking 1%. I have said this before, but my risk is now going to increase to 1% on this challenge, because before I was only risking 0.5% a trade, like so. And I thought it isn't really getting me anywhere, to be honest with you. I sort of need to actually properly risk and take the chances, essentially. I am still going to be quite picky of the trades I take. I'm quite specific of the trades I take, and obviously only trading one pair, I have to be a lot more patient than other traders would be if they're trading multiple. So patience, I've sort of came and learned that pretty well, I believe, in trading. I'm able to just sit on my hands when I need to, but 1% per trade, if I'm being conservative in my execution, I think is very, very reasonable. Now, for me to blow this account, I would have to essentially lose 13 trades in a row. And the odds of that are very, very unlikely, to be honest with you, but there is still a chance, obviously. Now, yeah, I thought I'd update you on that quickly. But yeah, so on EU, any point this sort of comes, any point where this stops, who knows where it'll stop? It could honestly just keep going up for the rest of today and not actually give me any entries at all. But if it does give me any sort of entries, definitely what I will be looking for to enter for my buy setup to the upside.
Guys, I want to show you this book that my girlfriend's parents got me for Christmas, actually. It's this. How cool is that? What an awesome gift for an aspiring trader. So it's basically just a book that's full of things you can fill in: trading rules, trading goals, monthly trading goals, and bits and bobs like that. I think it's absolutely awesome. I haven't filled it in yet, but I'm definitely going to very soon, and I'll probably actually do it now, actually. And you can even enter like trade logs and stuff like that. I think it's such a cool gift, you know. It's such a cool gift because it's quite a unique thing, and they spent the time to really think about it, and it's a very personalised gift, so I really, really do appreciate it. It's absolutely amazing and very touching. I don't actually have a lot of rules, to be honest with you. You only need a few. So I've just written down explaining how I enter, and then the actual specific rules like one pair, euro, US dollar, how I enter, the strategies I use, and also the risk per trade. You don't need a lot, to be honest with you, in your strategy. So yeah, I've just noted those down for myself, and I'm also going to add some other bits in here like my monthly trading goals like passing. My FTMO account is obviously the big one you guys know of. So yeah, I'm very enjoying this. I think it's an awesome gift. I absolutely love it. But I mean, there's only one left, so I might as well use them all. Guys, I think I've caught the sickness that my girlfriend's got. I'm not gonna lie. I felt so rough this morning. Yesterday I was completely fine. Feel a little bit rough. It's like it's at a stage currently where I know I'm going to get more sick. I'm sure many of you can relate to it, where you can sort of, you get a feeling before you're actually sick, and that is how I'm feeling at the moment. So hopefully my body can fight it off, because I need to go to work, because obviously only working a part-time job and not having any other income, it's very, very important I keep working. But here we are on the Tuesday morning looking at EU. Now, yesterday, obviously, Donald Trump came in office. DXY was actually closed yesterday because it was Martin Luther King Day, so this didn't move at all, basically. That's why we got a big gap on the open this morning, as where it should have moved if it was open, basically. So big gap down on DXY, and EU obviously got a big spike up. I remember I was in a call yesterday when this actually happened. This 15-minute candle at 30:30, it exactly started at 30:30. And I was in a call with one of the seniors in WeTrade Waves, and we watched it together, and we were quite surprised why it was doing it, because there was no news at all, nothing like that. But 1:30 is around the start of New York session, so I wonder if that could be it. But yeah, we've got lots and lots of
momentum pushing up to the upside here. So what am I looking for next? So still looking for buys. How am I going to get in the market? Now, currently, I'm going to be honest with you, the structure on my screen right here is a little bit confusing to me. The big thing is when you can't identify structure and it's not very clear, then the best thing is to do is just to stay out of the market. Now, unless this makes a clear structure for me, I'm not going to enter the trade because I can see like basically 2 or 3 different possibilities of what this could actually be currently. And all of them looking for buy setups, keep in mind. But the reason I'm not interested currently is because it's not clear. If you're forcing trades or forcing structure, it is best to just stay out the market at that point, you know? So the first structure I see is it could be this expansion. If I move down, and then one more up could be coming from around anywhere this level, this level, this level. That's what I'll be looking for, right? That's my first one. But the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm disagreeing with it because this doesn't look very positive in terms of the characteristics what are you wanting to be seeing in this scenario. But it is still technically possible, but it's not clear enough for me to take it. My second alternative would be this structure here, where all of this is actually my last move instead of just this one. So all of this is my last move. And then from here, I'm looking at this is my push down. This will be the start of my corrective structure for one more down. Something like this would look quite nice. And then from around this level, get more upside. Now, the second scenario, this one here, is my preferred one. The one I just drew, this one here, is very much my preferred one that I would want to see. Because if it does the first one I drew like this, I'm not going to be in the market because it's not clear enough to see yet. I want to give it more time to see what it's really going to do. So this is what I'd want to see before we get one more drop below these levels, pushing to the upside. Now that could happen later today or a different day. But if it does go without me, that's fine. I'm willing to sit on my hands and let it go.
Okay, so here's my mission of today, guys. Look how very, very overdue this needs to be defrosted. I mean, as you can see, it's covering all our food now. So never done this before. Wish me luck. Now, I don't really know what I'm doing, I have to admit, but one thing I've figured out, from research, if you use some hot water in a bowl, just place it at the bottom, the steam will hopefully help melt all the ice. I've obviously turned it off, so yeah, hopefully this doesn't take too long because I've got all my freezer bits and also the fridge stuff because it's all in one, it turns off all together. So also the fridge is now cooling down as well, or not cooling down, warming up, actually opposite. So hopefully this doesn't take very long. Not gonna lie, boys, that was worse than I thought it was gonna be, to be honest with you. It is done now. I'll open up the freezer. Everything's back in and it is starting. I've turned it all back on now, so the fridge is on again. So it's all getting back to good temperature, but I have to admit, that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be honest with you. I think it's because of how long it was probably left. When we moved in, we didn't actually really notice it or think about it too much, but the top shelf was the worst out of all of that, to be honest with you. And it took me absolutely ages, so a lot longer than I thought it was going to do, but at least it's done and out the way now, so all back to normal.
Hello guys, good morning. Fresh day, it's currently Wednesday, bit of a late start I have to admit. It's 20 to 9 and I'm looking at the charts. This is a lot later than I usually do it. I need to do it either way, so I'm feeling quite unwell at the moment, to be honest with you, but stuff still needs to get done, so we will soldier on. So, as you guys remember, yesterday I mentioned the 2 different possibilities with this structure here. I said it wasn't exactly clear and I would have preferred something like this before entering my buys, right? That's what I was looking for. But it currently seems like it did my first option. I was actually looking for buys in this area because of this first option I drew. and it didn't actually give me any setups, because usually at this point in time you'd want it to go quite sharp off. Like, even though it did go quite sharp, it went very, very slow here basically. So because of this slow move at the start, there wasn't any entries for me to actually enter and go long, which is quite annoying. I was waiting for it to show me that a lot of buyers were in the market, and it didn't give it to me. It did just break this top. That is confirmed. So yeah, this is my current structure, and we got more upside coming, I believe. So if we go on the 1 hour quickly, what I'll be looking for now is essentially, actually, I could do it on the 4 hour even. What I'm basically wanting to see now is, this is my first move up, this is my corrective structure, and this is my internal smaller correction. Then I expect this just to keep going to the upside like so for a little bit longer. Now, that means any single buy setup on any degree I would look to take, basically, because it might not actually let you get that much in the market. I'll give you a good example of this actually. If we go on the 4 hour and look at this last drop down, if you guys have been here since the start, you would remember at this area I kept saying I'm looking to short, but I struggled to get in the market. And look how much it dropped at this point. It fell a lot basically, but it didn't really give you many opportunities to get into the market, because the way it did it, it dropped, small little correction here, dropped again. This is sort of a bigger one, but it's harder to read. Then more downside, and then it's it's quite choppy, you know, and it didn't really give you many opportunities to actually get back into the market, because it just kept falling and falling and falling. So because of that, I expect that could happen here, where we keep just going up and up and up, and it might not actually give you a chance to get into the market, because of obviously what we're looking for in the daily. I would definitely be looking for buys. So if we focus on this structure here now, what I'm basically looking at is, this is my last move. This would be hopefully my corrective structure, but then one more down, anywhere below this level, anywhere here, definitely be looking to buy to go to the upside, basically. Very, very simple. So I'd want to see this take this top first, then drop one more time. Anywhere, any of these levels, that'll be absolutely amazing for me, basically. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for today.
Okay guys, I just want to update you a little bit. It's currently Saturday morning. I didn't record anything for Thursday, and I just wanted to quickly talk to you and update you actually, because yeah, I've taken time off work because I'm sick basically. That's why there wasn't any content for the Thursday. I also didn't look at any charts on Thursday or Friday either, even though I was at home all day, just sitting on the couch, just resting. But I really, really do hope I'll feel better for the Monday, so I can carry on documenting my journey like normal and trading like normal. But we'll have to really wait and see. I'm just trying to rest as much as possible at the moment, but yeah, hopefully I'll get better very, very soon. So yeah, I apologise for missing on the Thursday, and I apologise for the lack of content, but I hope you guys can understand. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day.